I came into this thinking I was going to go to modeling agencies and they were going to pay me to shoot the models because, of course, I thought, hey, my work is really good. Turns out it wasn't really as good as I thought in a commercial sense. And I then decided to work as a photo assistant. I was kind of going to do that anyways, but I thought that'd be a side thing. Being a photo assistant became my main job for several years. And I worked for a lot of different types of photographers. And when I started shooting on my own, there were a handful of photographers, probably 5 or 6, that I worked for a lot up to that point. Some of them I didn't really work for anymore, even before I went shooting myself. But they were people who became my friends. They were kind of mentors in a different way, right? Because I worked for them and I learned from them. And I remember each one I went to go visit and I asked them, what were your steps? How did you break out from whatever you were doing before, whether you were a photo assistant or you had some kind of a job? How did you become a professional photographer? And everybody told me their story. I mean, why wouldn't they? A good, secure, professional photographer isn't worried their assistant's going to steal all their clients. If you're worried about that, then either your assistants are really, really good or you feel like you're not, right? But anyways, that's a whole side thing. That's a confidence thing. If you'd like me to do a whole episode on confidence, let me know. That could actually be an interesting topic. But anyways, I'm kind of going off on the side like I always do. Basically, when I started to assess their stories, I realized that everybody did it a different way. Like sometimes dramatically different. And when I found that out, I was actually kind of distraught because I was hoping, of course, that I think like many of us do, that there was a path that I would go to all the photographers and they would say, oh yeah, well, what I did was I did this, this, and this. And then my work started coming in, then I did this, this, and this to grow it. And now here I am today. It wasn't like that. It was very, very different. And it made me think, well, if there's no path to do it, how do I know which way to go? I'm standing in the middle of a desert and I've lost all sense of direction. I don't know where anything is. Where do I go?